put like 30 of these on my pedal. I mean, the Valve Press by HOTONE. It's a volume pedal, and it is a wah pedal, and thirdly, it is both at the same time, sort of. Let me explain. So, full transparency before we begin, although this is not a paid advertisement, I have been working with HOTONE for a few years now. I'm on their artists roster. So just wanted to put that out there first. So here's how it works. On the left-hand side, there's a little dial there with volume. Now, if I drop that right down to 0 and I drop the heel, raise the toe, it's true bypass. So it's completely muted, completely silent. You get nothing, and you get everything. And now if I roll that up a little bit to say maybe 10%, 20%, and drop the heel, some of the signal will still come through, but what's cool about it is that you're not losing any of the tone, none of the quality. It's just quieter. So quite simply, you can use this as a straight up volume pedal. In a live gig situation, you can kind of dial up the volume a little bit, sit back in the verses, pump it up a little bit in the chorus, and then whatever headroom you want to give yourself in that scenario. And if you're more into like the ambient style, kind of that ethereal type thing, you can get a lot of swells going on, a lot more expression. Again, just setting the parameters, you can get how much of a swell you want, lean into it, pull it back, and you're not losing any of the tone. And then of course you can switch it to volume and or wah. And in a live gig situation, again, you're not having to bend down and flick that little switch. Just with the press of your toe, you can switch back and forth to whatever you want. Something I want to mention too is that obviously because it's so small and it's so light, there might be some associated skepticism with it. That's not going to feel right that small under my foot. There's just, how am I going to properly get that expression and use it the way it's meant to be used with having such a small footprint under my boot? And I've had it for a few weeks now, and I feel really comfortable with it. If you've been using an expression pedal, a volume pedal, a wah for years and you're used to that, this might take some getting used to. But personally, that I didn't have to adapt. And I don't want to sound cliche, but I really feel that it's built well. They modeled this after the Dunlop Crybaby, and I really just feel that they've done a great job on it. They put a lot of attention to detail. I can only tell you what my personal opinion is, to each their own, but I love this pedal. So we all have our own objectives and needs when it comes to guitar tone and our rigs and our setups. Some of us like just as many options as we can possibly get, and huge pedal boards just jam-packed. And a lot of us like to just have things really simple and keep things neat, tidy, simple, just a few of the essential pedals. For myself, and another reason why I love this pedal, is that I only have so much real estate on this board. I'm using this board, or I'm going to use this board here in the studio, only in the studio, not live. So real estate is really valuable to me in what I put on this, and I want to put as much, let's say, color options as possible on here without compromising in quality. So although I do have a lot of smaller kind of pocket pedals, I try to be conscious to their quality and that they work well and do what I need them to do. I don't want to have just a really pretty looking pedal board. It needs to function as well. So with this little thing, I can set this on the board and still have lots of space to build my pedal board. So that's my simple review of the HOTONE Valve Press. I'd love to hear what you guys use on your pedal boards, and it doesn't have to be specific to a wah or volume pedal. What's on your pedal boards? Do you need lots of options, or do you keep things really simple and just the tried and true staples? Throw your comments below. I'd love to hear what your rigs are. Typically, my channel is more about the production music world, music for TV and advertising, but once in a while I do reviews as well. If that interests you, please hit the bell notification and subscribe, and we'll catch you next week. Cheers.